Have you wanted a small, cozy, but unique base design for solos or duos? Look no further than the Vector. It comes with a simple roof design with a handy landing pad, a unique mini funnel wall that is connected to one TC. These come with turret cover as well as grenade chutes that are connected to the shooting floor, allowing many ways to defend your base. Shotgun traps also cover these funnel walls. Bedrooms on each side of the shooting floor have many peaks which are connected to a shooting floor ring. This ring comes with a multitude of ramp peaks, as well as ankle biter roof peaks that can clear your roof. Not only this, but turrets behind chain link also cover the roof. You will also find two separated loot rooms that act as fake entrances to split loot and confuse raiders. Pair this with a cozy central respawn area, second floor storage, and a bunkerless core which can be bunkered if you're on PC. Using the stair bunker, it makes the Vector a great choice. With insanely low build cost and manageable upkeep, this base can be made by solos or duos. We start off the tour outside the base showing off the angles of the turrets. These are found inside the funnel wall area, as well as Patrico peaks that you can use when you're respawning. You will find many areas for shotgun traps if you have them. This is a great way to limit raider mobility. By placing a small box inside this funnel wall area, you can access your turret pod. These small boxes also act as feet cover when using it on relatively flat terrain when you open this double door. The double door does airlock this funnel wall as well. Here are some of the angles you can achieve from this flank bedroom area. There is space here for a medium battery and many respawn kits. This base is symmetrical by 3, and as you can see you will find 3 entrances. 2 of these are fake entrances and act as an extra storage spot for your less important loot. You can of course change the doors, but I recommend that you keep a door without a window, otherwise the raiders can simply see the way in. Once again you will find the same respawn areas on each of the sides. And once again on this side we have a fake entrance. Coming around to the real entrance, we enter through a simple single door airlock, followed by a garage door. Now we enter the inner ring of the 6 triangle core. Here's one of the secondary loot rooms, as well as the level 2 workbench and other deployable space. Dropping down into the core, we have a very simple starter with a windowed TC. Here is the upkeep of the TC. There is only one TC on this base. I do recommend however to add some external TCs so you prevent griefing. If you are on PC you can replace this with a stair bunkered core, however I've left it open as a bunkerless core so it's accessible to console players. Entering the 3rd floor we see our medium battery that can be used early on to power your electric furnaces. Behind the single door you'll find a respawn locker, as well as space for some extra beds and respawn areas. There are 2 single door entrances into the shooting floor to prevent you from getting boxed in. These window peaks allow some situational angles that could surprise raiders. You can also chuck a grenade through here which lands perfectly outside. This will also clear your funnel wall. You can also use these ramp peaks here to use those peaks as well. These horizontal embrasures look pretty much everywhere outside the base and under your bedroom pods. You will also find extra peaks with double doors. You can close these double doors to quickly jump outside your base to loot any players. You will find this on all 3 sides. You can also replace this with 2 beds if you'd prefer and add some extra storage behind the double doors. These double doors can be opened to clear your roof, or anyone laddering up. You can then close it by standing here and closing the bottom of the door. As you can see, you can quickly relocate around the shooting floor. Garage doors are used to separate this area and increase the raid cost. You will also find some ankle biters that are connected to each of the bedrooms so you can retake your roof. To enter the roof we go through this double armoured door here. This can be replaced with a garage door if you don't have an armoured door yet. The roof is quite simple, you can modify this more if you'd like. It has some simple roof cover as well as some turrets. An optional build out can allow minicopters to land on the roof. You can also extend this further if you want to add some windmills. Before we get into the build, a quick word from our sponsor. Are you looking for a new server to try my bases on? Look no further than the Rustic Network, which offers a wide range of unique features, including 2x gather, boosted quarry rates, which allow all types of resources from any quarry, tailored loot tables, all designed by a close friend with over 8,000 hours. Their servers wipe twice a week, great for weekend players. If you want to find out more, you can check out their links down in the description below. To start off the build, you want to simply place a circle core. You can either just place the entire core instantly, or you can start off with 3 triangles like this. You then want to place your TC on the left hand side so it's easier to access. You can then place a wooden door or sheet metal door early on. This will then be replaced with a garage door later. Then expand like this. Once again, you can move your double door or just add a garage door later. You then want to add a window and add a shelf as well. From the outside, you can then add your jump up like this using a temporary half wall, and then you can wall in the top and add a double door. This double door will have to be a garage door later, as this will be a jump up to our 3rd floor. That's why we don't seal in the top when we add a half height floor to seal it. On this side of the base, so at the corner of the triangle you just placed, you then want to add honeycomb. We will add honeycomb on all sides, but for now this is just to make the jump up easier. You then expand out by 2 triangles and place a roof ramp. All of this is permanent, so you can upgrade it. It should look like this. Now you can complete your 2nd floor for extra storage space. You want to add a single door next to the jump up you just did. Then in the right hand side you want to add your loot room, and of course seal in the top. So now, just before we add the honeycomb, we want to upgrade the base. You can do most of these upgrades later when you build the base. However, you won't be able to upgrade the TC. So the foundation below the TC and the wall next to the TC, you might want to upgrade before we add the honeycomb. And the rest will be upgraded to HQM, but like I said, you can do this later. And the same goes for the roof above the core. Now go ahead and add honeycomb on all sides. You want to upgrade this honeycomb to metal. On the side with your ramp, you want to expand out by these 2 triangles and then add 2 full walls on either side, adding the floor first. Then you can add your 2nd ramp. It's important to do this in this order, as you will see shortly. You then want to repeat the same configuration on 3 of the sides, adding the ramps last. As you can see here, if you add the ramps first, it seals this in. You will be able to place the walls, but you won't be able to place the floors above. So make sure that you place the walls first, along with the floors. It should look like this. However, the side that we haven't added the stone parts, we want to add a half wall and then a window on top. The remaining spots will be full walls apart from the main entrance, which will have a double door entrance. Make sure to upgrade all the floors and walls to metal. Now on the side of your entrance, you will add 2 single doors for an airlock and then a full wall. Then you want to repeat the same thing on the other sides, but these will be your fake entrances. Make sure the doors you add onto these single door frames are similar and are not see-through. You can also add an optional shelf in here to increase storage. On the roof you want to add a full wall on the back side of the jump up. I will just quickly upgrade all of the second floor to metal. You can do this later if you'd like. So once you've done this, you can add a shelf for your medium battery early on into the wipe and add a single door for your armored door. However, we then want to add a half wall and a window on top. You want to repeat this on 3 of the sides, leaving a gap in between. The remaining gaps will be for our single doors. You also want to rotate these if you have upgraded them to metal, which is the final grade. You can then add a single door in the middle. This will be for our locker. You can temporarily add some window glass here, or you can put horizontal embrasures, it's up to you. We will now do the build out for the funnel walls. You simply want to place 3 triangle foundations, then a square, then 2 more triangles. This is what you should be left with. Note that symmetry is on, so repeat this on the other 2 sides. You can then build back by 2 squares, and then you can upgrade these final foundations. You want to add full walls on the back side of this part, making sure to upgrade the middle one to metal. However, before we do anything else, we want to add the frame for our chain link. This also connects it to the main TC. By doing a build out from the outside, you can then add a square frame and then add your double door frame here. It should be raised by half a wall. And then you want to repeat this on the other side as well. Now it's connected and upkeeped. So you can just do this on each of the sides so you can upkeep your foundations before you fully complete the flank bedrooms. But if you're ready to expand, you can simply follow the steps here. Then add half wall floors. Then you can add window frames and then a double door in front. Then a ring of half walls. And then on top, make sure you put a triangle and then 2 squares on either side, and then you can put 2 triangle frames. This is another connection point. Feel free to then add chain link here as well. You then need to add triangle ramps to cover your Patrico peaks. You should then add your double door opening outwards, and then your single boxes to access your turret pod as well as to cover your feet. And then on each of the sides, what you want to do is you add a double door frame and then a floor coming off it. You'll then be left with these 2 triangles that connect to the inner TC area. And you should be left with this. Then you want to add frames on either side like this and upgrade these ones to stone and connect them further with triangle frames. Then you can complete the bedroom like this. You can place the floors from inside the base like so. It can be a bit awkward when placing these floors, and it might be easier from above. We then want to add double doors facing outwards. Then on the remaining parts of the shooting floor, we want to add 3 half walls with windows on top, but the inner half wall will have a double door frame. You want to do this before adding the triangle roofs. Then once you've done this, you can add floors above. You then want to add frames which hold our double doors that are permanently open, sealing the shooting floor. At this stage you can replace the windows with horizontal embrasures for your ankle biters. Then on the opposing side to your 2 single door entrances, you want to add your double door entrance onto the roof. On the sides of the single doors you want to put 2 half walls. This is the optional landing pad that I will add right now using these wooden frames and floors. Note that you don't need all the frames to support it. Then you want to add a bit of roof cover using these triangle roofs. Then on each of the sides you want to put a square roof and 2 full walls and then a double door in front. This will be for our turret pods. There's one more thing we need to do. Now we need to cover the shooting floor from below. This is done with 2 triangle frames again, and then low walls on each of these levels. And then below this you want to add 2 frames as well, and then ramps. This will protect our shotgun traps as well as create the grenade chute. Once you've got some shotgun traps, you can then place them like so. This is the recommended configuration. You can change the orientation that they face in if you'd like. You then also want to add optional barricades on these spots here. I will now run through some recommended deployables. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to subscribe. It is always greatly appreciated.